Rightio, so we've got a 1kZ ECU here that's had a capacitor leak. You can see that on there. You can see all that sort of blacky brown gunk sitting on the leaves. That is the electrolyte from inside the capacitor. It's very common in 90s and early 2000s capacitors to do this eventually, especially the Japanese ones. Not entirely sure why, but I think they did change the electrolyte there, and so over time it eventually eats through the casing. And what happens is initially, when it first starts leaking, you probably won't even notice. Like your vehicle is very unlikely to do anything. And when you'll first start getting issues is when stuff like this starts happening. So you can see that the copper has completely been eaten away here, and this trace here completely eaten away, and even this ground plane here, there's a discontinuity there. There's a possible one, or a starting to become one here, and starting one here and here as well. A possible one here, but it's quite difficult to clean right up against that joint. But yeah, basically what will happen for a 1kZ, you get randomly flashing like a check engine light. Fuel may or may not be delivered to the motor, or will be delivered in bursts until eventually not at all. And that's because it's almost always these caps here that are the first to go. And basically they eat through these ground traces here, and the spill check valve, the spill control valve and check engine light are all controlled from this point. And that's why those issues are the most common for ECU failures. However, there are plenty of other electrolytic caps that can also start leaking. It doesn't seem like any of the other ones here have been leaking, but by the time two of them have started, you don't just replace the the ones that have leaked, you replace all of them, because you don't want it coming back again for the same issue. But it's these eaten traces here that are the complicated and expensive thing to repair. And that's where all the fun lies in these repairs. So yeah,